And with that, the 2023-2024 season has come to an end. The Florida Panthers, baby! I said it from the beginning. Panthers in 7. Now, it took us a very odd and long, winding road to get there, but we got there nonetheless. The Florida Panthers win Game 7 with a score of 2-1 against the Edmonton Oilers. And now, as I am talking to you in this microphone, Aleksander Barkov is going over to accept Lord Stanley's beautiful chrome silver brushed metal grail. He's shaking hands with Gary Bettman, and for the first time in franchise history, the Florida Panthers are your Stanley Cup champions. Now, oh my goodness, look at the Panthers. They are all so ecstatic. The whole team skating around, jumping up. That is awesome. When it comes to the game, we can talk about the game a little bit later. I want to focus less on the game itself because, you know, the game is the game. A lot of people will be rewatching this for ages to come, but ultimately, this moment was a culmination of storylines, because not only did the Florida Panthers find themselves a way to win after losing 3 straight and giving everybody a big scare, but they found themselves back in the driver's seat, playing the way they want to play, shutting down the Oilers' offense, icing the puck as many gosh darn times as they needed to kill off the clock, eventually clogging the puck up in the corner and getting the job done. Paul Maurice, Florida, this defense core, Sergei Bobrovsky, they held off the Oilers' stars in this Game 7 to just 1 goal. Scored by Matthias Janmark, assisted by Cody Ceci on a breakaway. That's the only puck that passed Bob today, who just handed the cup off to Kyle Okposo as I'm talking to you in this microphone. But the biggest thing that I think a lot of people are going to be focusing on after this game as well was the fact that the Conn Smythe MVP of the playoffs was given out to Connor McDavid. And McDavid didn't even accept the award. From the moment Gary Bettman, oh my goodness, Kyle Okposo just gave the puck, or the cup, to Oliver Ekman-Larsson. OEL is a Stanley Cup champion, baby. That's crazy. He gets bought out from Vancouver and then wins a cup the very next year. Okay, back to McDavid. When Gary Bettman said that this year's Conn Smythe winner was awarded to the player that was the most valuable player for his team in the entire playoff run. When he led off with that, I was like, okay, it's gonna be McDavid, right? It's gonna be McDavid, most valuable the whole run. And then he said this player led the playoffs in scoring. I was like, boom, baby. Connor Mack goes out there with the Conn Smythe. He becomes the 6th player in NHL history to win the Conn Smythe from a losing team, and I believe only the 2nd skater. It has been ages, 50 years pretty much, since the last time a skater won the Conn Smythe on a losing team. All the other ones, I think they were goalies, but Connor McDavid breaking the Gretzky records, going out there and putting on a show. This is his moment. Except, of course, I mean, the team lost, and McDavid didn't accept the award because the Oilers all went off the ice and into the locker room. It's whatever. I mean, you would have preferred to see McDavid out there. There was already a good chance that he was going to win this. Everybody kind of recognized that was possible. So I do understand if it's questionable that McDavid wasn't there to accept it, but, I mean, look, this moment is not really about McDavid. I'm just using that angle because it's funny. But the Florida Panthers, this was their moment, and they have themselves what is a near perfect Game 7 to get this cup and to make sure they don't get reverse swept in this Stanley Cup Finals series. Now, on to the game itself. I mean, honestly, I don't want to talk about much about the game. I want to talk about the moment too, because heading into this Game 7, I mean, the Panthers fans, the Oilers fans, all in the stands here, they kind of meshed together because a lot of Oilers fans were wearing orange and Panthers fans were wearing red, and the yellow kind of mixes in there. There was a little bit of blue. This crowd was like a big mixed bag, but back and forth. You saw the chances, you saw the enthusiasm, you saw the cheering for the goals, both sides. Either way, it was a packed building, so many Oilers fans in the stands, and even the national anthems. You saw the entire "O Canada" song go by way too quickly because the fans were way ahead of the singer, and that was just a crazy moment. You could feel the energy just coming out of your TV screen. It was amazing. Amazing. And the game, I don't want to say the game was like boring, especially it was 2-1. You know, you could say, oh, nothing happened, no goals. No, that's not the case here. This was a shutdown, defensively minded game that was played the entire way through, and not for a lack of chances was this a 2-1 game. This was just a tight, defensively battled showcase of grit from both of these sides. First goal of the game, scored by Florida. Ryan McLeod can't get the puck out. It is eventually Carter Verhaeghe who brings the puck down low. He battles his way down low, eventually tosses it up the boards to Evan Rodriguez. He skates up the boards as well before spinning with a shot in front of the goal. And Carter Verhaeghe, after kind of squeaking in there between Bouchard and the other defenseman, is able to redirect the puck with one of the nastiest tips we have seen all playoffs. Rodriguez shoves the puck far side, and it's going wide by like 2 feet, but Verhaeghe sticks his stick in there, drags it back into the middle, and it's a perfect goal to go right by Stuart Skinner. And that is the 1-0 goal. It's the first lead that the Florida Panthers have had in this series in like 100+ minutes of game time. From games 4, 5, 6, the Oilers have just been dominating. But the Florida Panthers finally get themselves an opening goal here in this Game 7. But the lead didn't last for long. Just 2 minutes later, it's Mattias Janmark who gets set up with a beautiful pass from Cody Ceci. Ceci is at his own goal line. He sends a long sauce right through his own zone, right through the neutral zone, into the Florida Panthers blue line area, picked up by Janmark, in on a breakaway, dekes to the far side, and he gets it by Bobrovsky. Blocker side. 1-1 game at the end of the first period. Lots of energy. The Panthers actually did start coming alive towards the end of the first, and that was momentum they were able to use and carry into the next 2 periods. In the second period, I thought the pace was amazing. Both of these teams trading chances back and forth and back and forth. There was like a 7-minute span where every rush was a huge chance, either stopped up by the defense in front or the goalie in front of those pipes. Just a lot of momentum and a lot of energy for both of these teams. Before the Oilers get themselves a wonderful chance, the puck is loose out in front, and it's Dmitry Kulikov who clears the front of the net and the puck alongside of it, opening up a lane and allowing Sam Reinhart to walk right down into the Oilers zone. He comes in on goal, shoots, and he scores. Admittedly, not a great goal for Stuart Skinner to let in. It beats him on the glove. It just goes right through his arm. That is not a good play for Stuart Skinner, unfortunately. It's a 2-1 game, and that is the final score. That's it. Admittedly, in the beginning moments of the third, I thought Stuart Skinner looked a lot shakier too. There was a bobbled puck in front, and Stuart Skinner was caught behind the net again. It was weird, but ultimately, the Oilers started putting work on that puck, getting their offensive zone time and really putting the balls to the wall, trying to get this to go. They weren't able to beat Bobrovsky. They weren't able to beat the Florida Panthers defense. The way these guys, Ekblad, Forsling, Mikkola, clogged the middle, cleared the puck continuously over and over again, icing it if they needed to, killing as much time as they could. The Panthers were locked in. And unfortunately for Connor McDavid, he doesn't get a point in this game. He doesn't get a point in Game 6, but after the back-to-back 4 8-point games that we had seen out of McDavid in Games 4 and 5, I think at that point a lot of us, myself included, were saying, hey, even if McDavid loses the cup tomorrow, he gets 0 points, he's the Conn Smythe winner. Like, he's going to get this award, he's the MVP, he just broke the Gretzky records, he is the guy. And look, there was a lot of, oh my goodness, Jonah Gadjevich. Look at that, Jonah Gadjevich is raising the Stanley Cup, man. Gadjevich, talk about former Canucks. But even if Connor McDavid gets 0 points in Game 6 and Game 7, he still gets the trophy. Now, of course, this is not the trophy that he wanted. Maybe under different circumstances he would have been okay with this, but no. losing the cup sucks. And from here on out, we will wait and see what happens, because I'll tell you this, I think it was Jesse Pollock who tweeted this out. Sidney Crosby lost his very first Stanley Cup Finals matchup as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the Panthers and the Oilers. Big congrats to both of these teams. The Panthers, thank goodness they won. They should have won. They were up 3-0. They had really no reason to lose. So the fact that they squeaked out with the victory in this one, it's well-deserved. Big ups to Sam Reinhart, to Barkov, Tkachuk, Tarasenko, Luosterainen, Evan Rodriguez, Mikkola, Ekblad, Bobrovsky, a lot of these guys. Big ups to everybody else that we missed as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.